my friend, Jar of Hearts. This is Christine Para. I dig it. This was words and music by Barrett Yertsinyan, and then Christina Para made it famous, and Drew Lawrence played on the albums. When we play this one, the track itself is in the key of E flat major or C minor. However, we're going to be playing this beauty and gem in the key of, you guessed it, G major or E minor. It's a little easier on the vocals. As far as this goes, if you would like to play this in its original key, you're going to need to rock this up to your 10th fret-ish here, or play a C minor here. When you move this up and play your C minor here, you achieve that chord, but that's not really the E minor shape. So when you play it here at the 10th fret, you achieve the E minor. What I'm trying to show you is if you bar up your 8th fret and you don't move that finger, you can play your E minor. You can play your chord of your G major, which is in the key. You can move this G major down to hit the D major. And all of the chords that I'm about to show you are going to work because we're using the same thing. It's called the cage system. But for this time, we're just going to use our first position chords played in the key of G major. G major as a relative minor, which is E minor. We're also going to have a 5 chord, the D major, the 2 chord A minor, C major. D sus4 includes the G over the top, and then resolution. C minor is in this key, wonderful. When we play a B flat major, it's like playing an A, but we're gonna move it up past the A sharp to our 2nd fret. There's our B major. We also have an A major in here. And the only real diminished chord that we're having in here is going to be something called the C diminished 7, otherwise known as a G sharp diminished 7, F sharp diminished, yada yada. When we go through these chords, you're going to love it because it has a G major, and we're going to move the whole thing here and put our finger down. Diminished chords and augmented chords are versatile, which means you're going to have a chord that's going to be used in multiple different keys. It's going to be used in multiple different chords, and it's going to be used in multiple different styles. That's the whole point of the diminished chords and augmented chords, building tension. For this song, we're going to use all downstrokes. Just to explain this song, there is some like 8th note, 16th note movements. If you're familiar with the song, by all means, play it how you feel it. This is just the foundation. I know I can't take one more G major, step towards you, D major, cause that's all that's waiting is A minor, regret, E minor, and you don't know I'm not your G ghost anymore, D, you lost the love I love the most, C, pre-chorus, A minor. I learned to live. E minor to D, A minor to C, D sus to a D. Here's our chorus. G, and you who don't think who you are, D, running, leaving, E minor, scars, collecting your jar of tears. C minor, tearing love apart. G, you're gonna catch D cold from the ice inside your soul. E minor, we're gonna walk that E minor down to the C. C minor, G, 2, 3, 4, 2nd verse. I hear you're asking all around if I'm anywhere to be found. E minor, but I have grown too strong. Our G, D major, to ever fall back in loving arms. Pre-chorus, A minor to C. Learn to live half a life. A minor, and now you want me to one more time. G, and who you think you are, running around leaving scars. E, collecting in your C, jar of hearts. C minor to a G. The G is going to go to our D again, and then an E minor, Again, with this common chord substitution, C major to C minor, gorgeous here. And then rather than going to the first ending, we're going to go to the second ending. Hold the G. And if it E minor, the bridge, E minor, B major, E minor 7. Remember with your E minor, putting the pinky up on the D gives you your E minor 7. Down to your A. E minor, B major, E minor 7 to an A. Again, E minor, B major, E minor 7 to an A major. And then we're going to hit that E minor, B major, the E minor 7, A major, and how we go up a minor third to the C. Hold it out, B, groovy. Then we're going to hit our chorus. Who you think you are, running around leaving scars, collecting all your charms until love apart. Catch cold from the ice in your soul. So don't come back for me, don't come back for. We're going to take that chorus, we're going to go and do it again. Chorus at the end 2 times, and then the song ends on the outro. G, 2, 3, 4. Here's our C diminished 7. Who do you think you are? 2, 3. Who do you think you are? 2, 3, 4. Who do you think you are? I would be remiss if I didn't say there's a fermata at the end. It looks like a bird's eye. It simply means to hold out the last note for a lot of dramatic. At the end, usually a conductor will hold the note out and then cut it off. If you're on your own, just hold it out as long as you feel. In music, this as an individual, as a performer, not as a conductor. It's called ad librium or rubato. Very cool, very fun song. Very good seeing everyone today. Aloha to you.